so many of you have reported to us that many in corporate America and the business community are fully behind the Equality Act, and I think that is going to be very important.
The Equality Act was reintroduced in the House of Representatives earlier this month with 287 co-sponsors, most of them Democrats. The bill would add gender identity and sexual orientation to the list of protected categories under federal anti-discrimination law. But what would that mean for Catholics in America? Some have speculated that under the Equality Act, it could become illegal for nuns to disallow men from joining their convents, for Catholic schools to refuse to hire pro-LGBT operatives to teach our children in the classroom, or for seminaries to turn away women in keeping with Catholic teaching. In short, they fear the Equality Act could lead to a total defeat of religious liberty. But if the story of Caroline Farrow is any indication, ordinary Catholics could find themselves in even more trouble than that, simply for expressing their beliefs. Caroline Farrow is an accomplished journalist and commentator who appears regularly on mainstream TV in the UK. She's also a devout Catholic and mother of 5. Earlier this month, Caroline got a phone call from the local police. She had been reported for a potential crime and was wanted for questioning. Her offense? She used the wrong pronoun in reference to a transgender child and argued that sex change surgeries on children are a form of abuse. On Twitter, with the police inquiry still open, Caroline was barred from speaking up for herself publicly, while the woman who reported her, a trans activist, spoke against her to newspapers. She claimed Caroline's tweets were in violation of the UK's Malicious Communications Act, which would carry a maximum sentence of 2 years in prison. Finally, the activist dropped her charges, leaving Caroline and her family rattled, but thankfully still together. All my family have been affected by the stress and newspaper reporters coming to our door and the fear of my being jailed, Caroline told Catholic Vote in an interview last week. It isn't just Catholics in the UK who ought to be concerned, but everyone. People are being phoned up by the police and warned if their expressed views are perceived to hurt the feelings of protected minorities. Expressing Catholic teaching on marriage and sex is deemed a hate crime by activists with whom the police appear to agree. When we asked Caroline, could a story like this ever happen to Catholics in America? She mentioned the Equality Act. U.S. transgender activists are already exerting a lot of social pressure, with dissenters being banned from social media. Farrow warned, now is the time to do whatever you can to fight the introduction of the Equality Act in the U.S., using the UK as an example. If Caroline Farrow's story can teach us anything, it's that Catholics in America should be vigilant and prepared to fight back hard, or else. This has been an episode of CVTV. Subscribe to CVTV on YouTube, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and sign up at catholicvote.org/loop.